Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Now if you follow my channel, you know I actually featured this Nixie watch on my channel. A watch that is very impractical because it is huge. I mean, if I put it on my wrist, as you can see, it dwarfs my wrist by some margin. It also requires charging and displays time only when you tilt it. However, this is one of the coolest watches I ever featured because I am a fan of that steampunk design. I played every Fallout game that ever came out, and this really reminds me of that. So as I fell in love with the Nixie Tubes, what do? You try to get yourself a Nixie table clock. One of the most stylish clocks I've ever seen and one of the coolest. So a guy from Ukraine contacted me and he sells these, makes these by hand and then sells them on Etsy, and I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. He offers a couple of models. I went with this rounded design because I just liked the way it looks. This kind of goes well with these Nixie tubes, and he offers, I believe, two types of tubes. These are the IN14s and they're one of the largest you can get. They also do, IN18s exist, which are probably like even double the size, but those are so expensive that I don't know how much a clock with IN18s would cost. These IN14s are kind of still acceptable in price, but very, very large and very easy to read. Now the Nixie tubes, if you don't know, were developed, I believe, or used up to like 50s or 60s in the Soviet Union, even later. And they were like the first attempt of creating a digital time display using analog technology. So these are basically light bulbs with like wires shaped in different numbers. So when you send the current, you have like 9 pins that are like positive and 1 negative, and depending on where the controller sends the current, that wire is gonna light up, and once that wire lights up, it's shaped to form a number. So it's a pretty basic and rudimentary technology, but that's why these really last for a very long time, and it makes them look cool because, as you can see, the numbers are stacked behind each other. So as you can see, this 1 is all the way back and this 6 is pretty much forward. Now these run on AC power, and the cool thing about it is that it does come with some kind of a battery inside, because even though this was traveling to me for like a week and a half, once it arrived it showed the correct time. So if you unplug it and move it around your house to a different location, it's not gonna lose like the time. It's not gonna get reset. So you just plug it back in and it's gonna work perfectly. If however you do want to change the time and everything, it is also very straightforward. With this model and all the models that this guy makes, you have 3 basic buttons. This left one, if you press and hold it, you're gonna enter the settings screen, and now you have these 2 buttons. With this one you can go down, with this one you can go up. Once you've set up the time, the hours, you press it again, it's gonna jump to the minutes. You can go up, you can go down, and pressing and holding is gonna exit the settings screen. So it's a pretty basic operation. With this middle one, when it's running like this, you have different modes. This is the most basic mode where only the Nixie tubes are light up. If you press it once, you're gonna get this pulsating backlight done in ice blue. And if you press it again, it's gonna turn the backlight all the way up and keep it like this. However, because like I said, I love the Fallout series and love this steampunk design, I find this too modern, so I just turn it off to get all that, just that amber light of the numerals. I just find it more cool. And if I tilt it around, and I'll probably throw in some B footage so you can see how all this works, but as you can see, they're pretty cool looking. I mean, this really is amazing. Like, it's like from the future that never happened. I don't know how else to describe it. You also have this running seconds here, which just pulsates so you know that the clock is working. And you have different animations when it comes to transitions. So this is just the basic one, and you have, I believe, 5 modes, which you cycle with this one. So 4, 5, and it writes which mode you selected. And as you can see, one of them is just like where it scrolls through the numbers and then jumps to the correct time. Then you have one where it just like fades in and fades out. And then you have that train one where the numbers just like slide in, which is pretty cool. But I keep it on that one where it just like goes through all the numerals and then stops at the one that's showing the correct time. I just find it the coolest, and it's not as like distracting as the one with the train ones where every minute it just slides all the way. I just prefer it like that. A very cool product, a very unique product, very stylish. Now, like I said, I love this, but I wasn't expecting my wife and my daughter loving it as much as they did. So this is just here for recording purposes, but usually it sits right next to my TV. So we have like a lamp on one side of the TV, and this is on the other side of the TV because it's not too bright. It is bright when you turn this on, but like this, it's pretty toned down. You can read the time pretty much perfectly, but it doesn't obstruct you from viewing the TV. And like I said, it's very stylish and very cool. And my daughter, which is like 6 or 7 years old, she will like sit in front of it and just watch it for minutes. Like she really enjoys it because I believe modern kids, you know, used to all those screens and everything. She just enjoys this old tech and she's like interested in how it actually works. It is really one of the coolest table clocks you can get. Everything is made out of wood. Even this like curved part is actually wood cut out in a way so that you can bend it. It's pretty cool. Everything is very simple. You have these rivets here that are actually like tubes for the screws here, so you can actually dismantle it if you want. This is also just a basic switch that's held in with this screw. If you unscrew it, you can push it in. You can take this off. Very basic, very rudimentary, but that's what makes it so cool. And they do offer customization, but you have to ask extra because it's pretty like hard for them to do, so they will charge you extra for this. They did my logo, and since they sent like 2 additional of these front plates that were pretty much ruined by them trying to do my logo, I can see how difficult this is. Now they did it with my logo and I'm really grateful for that. And this is one of those things that's never gonna leave my house or my collection. This is gonna stay there next to my TV. We really do enjoy it. Like time reading has never been as fun since we got this. Very cool. Anyways, that's it when it comes to this Nixie table clock. Like I said, I will leave the link in the description, so do check them out. It is one of those things that you either love or hate. I find it very cool. I love it. Ever since I like reviewed this Nixie watch, I've been like obsessing over this, and I was like, should I get it? I mean, I knew I will get it eventually, but I was just like, not now, not now. And then once they contacted me, I was like, hell yes, I would probably, like, if you didn't contact me, I would probably contact you and bought it from you like in a couple of months. Very cool tech. And if you're into those kind of things like I am, like steampunk and everything, you're gonna just love it. Anyways, that's it. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.